All right, guys, welcome back to New York session live stream. And the news just CPI just came out. Gold is already flying. Our dollar sign is no longer working. I mean, when we needed to work, it needed to work. It didn't work. ठीक है? And basically, our SL लिया, and then we had another rejection. Then we had a proper move up. So again, let's let's talk about this. Okay, जो हम लोग ने trade लिया था लंदन में. Let's talk about that. What do you see? कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी टेक एन एंट्री हियर. अगर मैं यहाँ पे भी एंट्री लेता एंड आई विल गेट अ चांस टू पुट माय एसएल बिलो दिस जोन. Okay, if I have entered here where I wanted price to, and I have just put in the SL below the structure, I would have still in the trade, and मैं still अभी trade properly manage कर पाता. But basically हम लोग ने एंट्री जल्दी ली फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट हम लोग ने ये लॉस किया. बट इट्स टोटली फाइन. वी आर डन राइट नाउ. ठीक है, अभी हम न्यूयॉर्क सेशन पे फोकस करेंगे. नाउ नंबर जस्ट केम आउट. ठीक है, अगर हम सीपीआई का डेटा देखें, सो लेट्स चेक दैट फर्स्ट. ठीक है, वी गॉट सीपीआई टुडे. वेयर इज द न्यूज? कैलेंडर न्यूज. ओके, सो United States Consumer Price Index dipped around 324 to in December. I can see that. You know what? Let's just check some other data as well at the same time. So I need to open Forex Factory for this. So let's check that. अभी overall मैं देखूं, ठीक है, I want to check the past data as well. अभी I can see that numbers are really bad for US. Meaning, what does this mean? So core CPI. First of all, the CPI का full form जो है, that is, anyone can suggest what is a CPI full form in the chat. अनपढ़ लोगों, I guess नहीं. ठीक है. Anyway, CPI का meaning, ठीक है, what is that? You can see that post CPI. First of all, कि ये effect कैसे करता है? Okay, and why it's important to see for gold. CPI is core consumer price index. ठीक है, meaning जब भी ये जो नंबर के वापस बाहर आता है, ओके, दैट इज बेसिकली गुड सर्विसेज जो परचेस किए जाते हैं कंज्यूमर के थ्रू. ओके, एक्सक्लूडिंग फूड एंड एनर्जी. अब उसके अलावा बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें जो एक कंज्यूमर बाय करता है एक कंट्री में, इंडिया ले लो, कहीं पे भी ले लो. ओके, नाउ हाउ डज इट इफेक्ट? सो अगर ये जो नंबर है, ठीक है, इफ इट्स ग्रेटर देन द फोरकास्ट, it is good for currency. Now, what I see, the number that came out today is not better than the forecast. Okay, it's bad actually. So, meaning that it's not good for the currency. Okay, now that's all I understood from the data. Now, what I would like to see on gold today, price should continue moving on. That is the first thing that you would like to see, right? Now, I can see the daily candle is already flipped. Okay, daily is bullish. So as 4 hour 30 minute, each and every time frame is bullish now because we got break of structure of this level. We are tapping into this all-time high zone. Okay, let's just go to 5 minute and smaller time frame to review it. Yeah, we are expecting some rejections from this zone. I'm gonna go to 1 minute time frame. Now here's the thing, for me to take any trade in this zone, it will be better if we get some rejections. First of all, I'm not gonna enter buy here and put my SL below, okay, because I cannot hold that trade. राइट नाउ तो मेरे को नहीं लगता कि हमें यहाँ पे ट्रेड मिलेगा. जो हमारा मेन इनिशियल एंट्री पॉइंट था, ठीक है, विच वाज इन लंदन सेशन, मुझे जो ट्रेड चाहिए था विच वाज दिस टेक अ बाय हियर, होल्ड इट, ठीक है, होल्ड इट टिल हियर, दैट वाज द होल प्लान, बट वर्कआउट नहीं हुआ, तो हमारी एंट्री मिस हो गई लंदन में। अभी न्यूयॉर्क में आई कैन नॉट सी कि यहाँ पे मैं बाई लूँ, कोई कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं बनता है बेसिकली। अगर मैं इधर बाई लेता हूँ तो पूरा पूरा ये एक मूव है, ठीक है, जिसके नीचे मुझे एसएल रखना पड़ेगा, कुछ भी कर लूँ मैं, मेरे को एसएल यहाँ के ये स्लो के नीचे रखना पड़ा है, विच इज अराउंड 440 पिप्स। तो 440 पिप्स अगर मैं एसएल रख रहा हूँ तो मेरे को एटलीस्ट चाहिए फिर 800 पिप्स, विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल राइट नाउ। मेरे को नहीं पता यहाँ से गोल्ड ऊपर अगर तोड़ता भी है हाई तो कितना ही ऊपर जाएगा, नहीं भी जा सकता पॉसिबली, राइट। सो वी जस्ट गोना वेट, वेट एंड सी के पुल बैक कहाँ से आ रहा है, ठीक है, जहां से पुल बैक आएगा विल कैच दैट एंड देखते हैं कि क्या होता है प्राइस, ओके। ये लास्ट ट्रेड होगा न्यूयॉर्क सेशन में भी अगर हम लेंगे तो, मतलब फॉर दिस डे इट विल बी द लास्ट ट्रेड वी विल टेक हियर। मेरे अकॉर्डिंग तो यहाँ से अगर तुम ट्रेड ले सकते हैं लेना चाहे तो, यू नो, अराउंड 50 पिप का एसएल रखे, टारगेटिंग अराउंड 170 पिप्स, but there is no confirmation that price will move down, not at all। तो वैसा तो ट्रेड लेना इज रिस्की। 4 आवर, 4 आवर पे क्लियर क्लियर स्ट्रक्चर है टू बी ऑनेस्ट, 4 बहुत सही क्लोज हुआ है। पर प्राइस ने ये लेवल बहुत अच्छे से होल्ड किया है, आई कैन सी दैट दिस इज अ रियली गुड स्ट्रक्चर। वी गॉट 1 2 3 4 5 6, छः छः रिजेक्शन लेने के बाद भी होल्ड किया है उसने, फिर जो ब्रेकआउट दिया है मतलब अमेजिंग। ठीक है, लेट्स सी, अभी तो हम वेट करेंगे, आई डोंट नो। मेरे को, मैं यहाँ पे अगर ट्रेड लूँ भी ना, तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि बहुत ही अजीब पोजीशन है। हम यहाँ पे तो ट्रेड लेंगे नहीं, लेट्स सी। अगर हमें कैंडल क्लोजर अच्छे मिलते हैं देन देख सकते हैं, बाकी तब तक तो नहीं देखेंगे कोई भी ट्रेड। इन द मीन टाइम तुम लोग बताओ यार, एनीथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग चल रहा है क्या? नहीं, मैं तो ना, आई वाज थिंकिंग के लेट्स सी। ओके, प्राइस रिजेक्ट कर रहा है इधर 1 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम पे, आई कैन सी दैट।5 मिनट लास्ट क्लोज होने वाला है 24 सेकेंड में, एंड एट द एंड वी आर गेटिंग सम बुलिश मोमेंटम। ओह, मेरे को पता ही नहीं था मैं म्यूट हूँ। मैं जस्ट बोल रहा था कि गेम खेलने में पहले बहुत मजा आता था, दैट्स इट। अभी तो खेलते नहीं है, बट मैं पहले लाइव स्ट्रीम पे बहुत खेलता था। Hey man, how are you? Okay, price is still pushing. That is good. यार मेरे को है ना ऐसा लग रहा है द गुड एंट्री पॉइंट आई थिंक वाज हियर. Yes, bro. News is done. News is done. The numbers came in bad, so basically, price should be moving up. But I'm expecting some strong pullbacks before we head up. Let's see. I mean, I'm waiting at the moment though. I'm waiting and seeing like if we can catch some kind of a pullback on the rejections, which I feel like we will get. So one rejection point that I'm looking at is here. Okay. And on a 15-minute time frame, I can see that is also a level where price can reject after going all-time high. Okay, we are going last 1 minute left, tapping into all-time highs, tapping also into the rejections level here. This is the last 1 hour candle. 30-minute also have last 15-minute left. 5 minute is also kind of rejecting to those levels, which is good. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try here, but let's wait. Let's wait for the new 15-minute candle. New candle open होती है ना उस let's wait for that. Once we see a new candle opening, फिर हम trade plan करते हैं. Hmm. Okay, going on a 5 minute time frame here. Going on a 1 minute time frame. I want to plan a trade here, but I want to risk less because we are in a really good volume, you see. So yeah, this is a really scalp. Once we break the high, then we're gonna wait for the rejection before taking the trade. Okay, so I'm gonna be going with a bigger lot size here for me because not bigger, but usually full risk here. because we don't have. Okay, let's wait for the rejection. Still, there is no rejection yet. We need a. Okay, I'm gonna enter here. Entering sell here, putting SL exactly above this level. 40 pips of an SL. Let's see if we can, scalp a little bit in this zone. It's a risky position, so my suggestion, go with the lower lot sizes here. Okay, lower risk. All right, we are already up around how much? 38 pips. I think close partials at 60 pips. So we're gonna close over half here. Be ready to close your partials once we do tap into this levels. Okay, this is the level where you need to close your partials here. 40-50 pips. So just a minute. Today I have few family members, so that's why there's a background noise. If you hear it or not, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I don't want this price to react. Okay, like don't want it to break up. To be honest, I want it to flash down and at least come to this level, so we can close some partials. Okay, ये एक बार ये लेवल में टैप करता है ना, close partials. Okay, when I say so. Not tapping it yet. Not tapping it yet. We needed to tap into this zone to close the partials. Let's see how much will that be here if we close in the middle of a 50 पिप पे मैं तो क्लोज कर दूंगा राइट 50 पिप्स इधर हो रहा है ठीक है यहाँ पे मैं 50 पिप पे पार्शल क्लोज कर दूंगा बी केयरफुल जैसे ही 50 पिप आ जाते हैं पार्शल क्लोज कर देंगे ठीक है लेट्स वेट just I think 5 minute will be closing in around 2 minutes. So there's a possibility it does close doji and the next candle push down. But it will be great if we can see this candle pushing down and the next candle as well. Then it can wick down a little bit and push to the trend. Yes, I know. That's why I'm, looking at like that's why the tab is open here. And as soon as the price tap here, I will just, secure 50% here. Just waiting for price to tap. That's it. We have 30 seconds though. Like, I think this is the next candle will be the last for this one. Let's see on a 5 minute time frame. Yeah, this is the candle, and then we will have a drop immediately, possibly. There we go. We got a doji closure here. Now the thing is, 15 minute is also have break the boom. High to take out. I think if the high is taken out, then there is no way we can predict the price where it will move and go. To be honest, so I'm gonna just secure my 50% as soon as we tap over blue line. That will be at least 50%. Sorry, 50 pips. So I think that is good enough for me. I just want it to make a lower low. That's it. And I think it's doable as right now price is already pushing a lot higher with the news and all. So either we do it in the next 5 to 10 minutes or maybe with what we call NYSE open, you know. So let's see. We have not broken the highs yet, which is a good thing. As long as we are respecting that, we can expect that price can tap the 50% level. I don't want high to taken out, to be honest, but let's see. Because I have a good feeling if we even if we do take out the 5 minute candle low, we can still tap this level. If we take out the highs, then we can still have a rejection from those levels, you know. So it's kind of in key area where the price have rejected before. So I'm expecting based on that, you know. Okay, price is going down. I'm just gonna, be ready to close the partials, guys. If price to tap there. Okay. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. I'm closing my partials. 50% is off the table, guys. Let the rest run. I'm gonna put this trade at break even here. Trade is at BE. 50 pips is done. Okay. I'm gonna let this run and see how much we can target here. Our initial TP is this area around 100 pips, but I want to see how much we can target though. Like let's go to 15 minutes because that will give us an understanding of price can target here. Okay, we have around 7 minutes, so the another closure we can do is around 10 or so. Be careful, in a 2 minutes we can also go back to break even because this is also a key area where I told you to close partials. Okay, so it's also a key area, so either we can smash down immediately, either we can smash to the upside, from here. So let's see what it does. I'm willing to take the risk because I have taken out my 50 pips here. I think we had a loss of around 80 pips, right? So let's see how much we can take off from this trade. 15-minute candle will be closing in around 6 minutes. So let's see. Trade is at BE. All right, guys. So trade accordingly. That trade is at BE. Now, even if we hit the full TP now with this half break, even 50% off the table, that is still help us to recover all of the loss that we did in London session. All right. So that's it. That will be done for us, basically. I have a feeling that price will push down. But we have 15-minute closure. We still have 5 minutes left, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, then we need to think and see. We might tap this level at least. So if we do, I will say close another some percent here, okay? But depending on the volume, we will monitor the volume, how strong is the candle is. We will wait for the break and we'll wait for closure as well. Okay, new 5 minute open up. What it did, immediately break the low. That is a red sign. Price can reverse from here. Even if it break this low, it still can reverse. So my suggestion is take out some off the table where, let's see. Okay, we are tapping into this zone, right? Yeah, we can take out some of the position here as well. Let's see how much pips we are getting. 80 pips. Should we close? What do you guys think? Or it will be too early to take out the whole trade, I feel like. Let's wait for the closure here. How the candle is closing. It did close bearish. Are we going to break the low again? We are, you know what? I'm gonna close some percentage here. I think I'm gonna take around 0.15 more. Okay, just close another percentage here. Now I'm gonna let this trade run. Our trade is at break even. Okay, from pinpoint entry, and we have already taken around 80 pips or so, or 90 pips now. I think we'll tap around 100 pips if we break below this zone. W's in the chat, guys. Ooh, I was expecting that price this will reject, but it doesn't look like it will. You know, the way the how way it's moving right now, we might possibly tap into this zone as well. We are still in the trade. We are still with a smaller lot size here. Okay, initial our TP was this. So my suggestion, secure 80% here. Secure 80% of the position here and let the rest run. Even I will also do the same as you guys. I'm gonna close another 15 here because that is our main TP. That is important that we secure 80% here. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna journal this. 50% closed here. Okay. And we're gonna secure 80% here. So I only 20% of the position is running now. Okay. So everything has BE and we're gonna let this run. Now let's journal the trades and all. Okay. We are in a counter we are in a counter trend trade. So basically it's against the trend, you know. So मेरा तो mainly suggestion is that you close everything once we tap into this zone again. In a minute or so, once we get a candle closure, okay, we will secure most of the profit at this zone. Okay, then I'm putting my TP basically here in this zone, above the zone actually. Let's see. Yeah. So that is simple analysis and a trade that we took. We got around 10 seconds. I think 15 minutes will be closing bearish. So I'm expecting next candle can drop into this level, but at the same time, I'm expecting a rejection, you know, from somewhere around bottom or the top. Let's see. Either it will just move up and reject and then fall down and reject from this level, then continuation that what we can see from this trade. But I'm gonna wait for now. I'm gonna wait and see how price is moving. All right. in at 8 p.m. we'll have, okay, price is moving up 50 meters, so going bullish here. Rejecting again. I think we're gonna stuck with our 5 minute time frame. That looks way better. मैं तो गेम खेलने का सोच रहा था यार. I was thinking about playing a game. Should we play the games? Should we? Chat में बता यार तुम लोग. What do you think, guys? Should we play the game? तुम लोग अगर बोलोगे कि गेम खेलना है तो गेम खेलेंगे, अगर तुम बोलोगे नहीं खेलना है तो नहीं खेलेंगे. वरना गोल्ड हमारे साथ खेलने का तो भी चलेगा. वो खेल ही रहा है, वैसे तो खेलता ही रहता है. जैसे लंदन में खेला ईटी पिप्स का एसएल देके साला. अगर ये टीपी भी होता है ना, दैट विल बी 160 पिप्स. नो प्रॉब्लम. All right, so looks like price is rejecting again. This is like a third time, right? Yeah, we're not getting bearish trading, but we are not getting bullish trading as well. We have exited at the pin point. You see, I told you guys to exit here and done. Boom. Like you can see the immediate reaction from the level, right? That is, I feel like my way of trading is more suitable when I'm trading a smaller time frame instead of doing a high time frame analysis, but it's fine. Okay, new 1 hour candle can fill the whole wick, but you know what I'm thinking here? We got one rejection from the top, right? At the same time, we are in an uptrend. So what I'm thinking here is that after having a huge consolidation, we had a break of structure. Now I feel like price do create low and then move up. To break this structure, I'm thinking price can drop and then boom. But at the same time, that is a possibility that it cannot hold the level or our entry point. It could take us out at the BE, but let's see. We are not getting any major rejection from this level. So I was expecting some major rejections, but I don't feel like it's doing it. Let's see. Only thing I was expecting is this price to move down before moving up. It didn't move down, but we are at break even. So let's just journal our trades and, you know, that's it. So I'm gonna journal the trade here. First, let's just journal the trade we have taken here. Okay. Print screen, taken out the screenshot, adding in the Discord. Okay, today's Jan 13th, learning session, trade one. So the reason we took this trade in London session, price for SL was 80 pips. 80 pips. 80 pips. Let's say 82 pips. Okay. TP was 190 pips. SL hit. Okay. This trade is journal. Let's journal this trade now. I think this will be better for 1 minute time frame. If we journal it on 1 minute time frame, it will be way better because I can see the clear structure and all right. Jan 13 and by session trade 2 of the day. I think we're gonna hit our break even. What do you guys think? I think like we will. We got around 3 minutes, right? There's a huge possibility, but I think I'm gonna wait for it to hit a break even if I wait hitting the BE here. But I'm not gonna close early because I can still look for price to reject. Okay, looking at this trade too, the reason we entered was CPI. um, data came back for US prices was moving strongly bullish, but there was a minor strong rejection area before we. Okay, so basically, let's see. So I'm just journaling here. Let's say there was a CPI data today, okay, and price that data came in bad for US. Basically, gold will move up. Bad for US price and expected gold price was moving strongly bullish, but there was a strong rejection area on a 5 minute time frame. Based on that, it took a straight. Okay, we waited for I think we waited for Doji if I'm not wrong, guys. Right? Let's just check it. Take a look at the 15 minute. No, we waited for 5 minute Doji. Yeah, wait for 5 Doji closer and took the trade taken 20% at 50 pips and another percent on 80 pips. And I think on 80 pips. Trend trade. SL was around how much bit? SL was around 42 pips, right? Let's say 40 pips. TP was around 160 pips. Okay. So journaling is done in the group and now we are done. Ooh, price did try to break, but it did not break and we are falling again. But see, the thing is, new 15-minute candle just opened up and it just immediately moved down. There's how many percentage of chances that it could just pop down till this level? It's less, but it's possible. Should we give enough room like till the high of this level? It's like a $36 room. So let's give that. ठीक है हमारा तो आई थिंक मेरे मेरे अकॉर्डिंग मेरा तो हो गया भाई आई एम डन आई एम हैप्पी विद दिस आई रिकवर्ड सम सो नॉट गोइंग टू बी ग्रीडी तुम लोग बताओ हाउ यू गाइस प्लानिंग योर नेक्स्ट ट्रेड और समथिंग क्या कर रहे हो व्हाट डू यू गाइस आर थिंकिंग yep Another thing that I understood is that usually when I take a trade, right, it plays out well and it go less in drawdown if it's the right one. Like once it goes in a drawdown, when the I see that candle is closing in drawdown, I do hit my SL. You see. So for an example, let's just directly go to the journaling part, right? So we can explain it better there. For an example, today's trade immediately in profit. Then we had this trade immediately it went in loss. That means it is going to hit SL. This trade immediately full TP, right? This trade immediately full TP, right? We got in a minor pullback, right? For an example, another trade, you see minor pullback. Let's understand this. This was a session where we are in consolidation and I took multiple position, but at the same time we were taking partials as well. So managing risk and everything. You see, we went in loss, hit SL. We went in loss, hit SL. We went in loss, hit SL. So there is when I go in drawdown, my most likely my trade is going to hit SL. For an example, this trade, this trade. This was a consolidation zone where we tapped it and we got problematic thing. Another SL, we are getting more SL now. This was a minor win. It was just a scalp. Another win of around 100 pips. So you see, we entered and then we had a major rejection. Another win here. This was quite big, 130 pips. But we did overall hit the TP here. Another win of 160 pips. You see, we entered, immediately dropped. Okay, you here as well. We consolidated, but we didn't go in drawdown. So whenever I go in drawdown, meaning I will hit the SL, right? So here as well, we went in a minor drawdown, but we were good. So eventually our Jan is doing little bit okay, not the best, but not the worst at the same time. Let's see at the end of the month, we'll see how much we can, we will just calculate through pips because uh, sometimes we'll be trading funded accounts, sometimes we'll be trading personal accounts, sometimes we'll be trading a different account. So I don't want to calculate based on a money. I want to calculate based on pips because that how I can you know show you based on the pips only. Price is still rejecting, but let's see what it does then. I think it's just going to take out like it doesn't look like it's going to move down now. Once this go bullish, then most likely we're gonna tap into the this levels here. I don't want to waste my energy, so I'm just gonna close it. I'm out of the trade officially. Done with this one. We closed 80% here, so I'm just gonna target that as 100 pip of a move. So basically we did recover our loss here. Okay, so I'm gonna count that. As long as we are not breaking above this level, you cannot say much about the trade. Once we go above this level, then we can just fill up this whole move and break the high at the same time. Sorry. So if you break the highs here, then that is the level you can target next. This one. For me to target that level, I can just take a buy, scalp, and trim the zone. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Let's do that. I'm just gonna take a scalp. I'm not considering that as a proper trade, but I'm scalping based on my. There we go. Pushing, 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 and then closed. That's it, done. Another scalp trade. I took a buy at your TP. Amazing. See that is a reason why I told you guys to close here 50% and secure 80% here is because this is like a rejection levels for me, you know. I considered that if we are in an uptrend, if I'm in an uptrend, I would consider this as a buy opportunity. You know, when price closed, this doji candle closed, I would take a buy here, put SL exactly below this zone, okay, and target the all-time high here. Simple, done. In front of you, I just took a buy. In front of you, I just took a buy and closed the trade. You see here, you can see here, buy. We just 4618 something like that, and we just closed it immediately once we made around 200 or so. Four to 46 225, 225. Yeah, definitely. But for I think I'm done, so I'm just gonna mark this. We are done with the trade here. I just took a minor position, something like this also, but it was a pretty smooth and pretty sweet trade. So I just took a trade here and closed it here. So it's a scalp, you know. I'm done. I'm done with the trade. I'm done with the session as well. I think I'm gonna be going off the stream now. I think we've been doing the live stream for like an hour or so. Not much. Yeah, it's just around 59 minutes. So basically, all right. Before I go, if you guys have any questions, this is your time. Tell me, do you guys have any further questions? Maybe questions or batao. Looks like none. All right. Today I got no questions. All right, guys. I'm gonna head off. And tomorrow is Makar Sankranti. So people who are from India and who are celebrating that, enjoy your day tomorrow because everyone have a holiday. But I don't know, like I don't do that, so I don't, go and it's like a kite festival. People from other world and all, but everyone enjoyed. So anyway, another thing before I go, if you guys want to check out the broker that I'm using, please do. Link will be in the description, and do check out our website xktradingflow.com, where you can write your own blog. Basically, you can just click on write and you can write your own things, regarding trading only. It will be reviewed by the team, and then and only then it will be posted here. All right. So you can write your own things. You can tell us about yourself, write about your own journey. Okay. Things like that. You can review some of the broker and prop firm that we are, working with basically. And that's it. In academy section, you will see here the events that we're going to do. So any new events that we are organizing or, doing it will be popping up here. So stay tuned for that as well. I'm not going to say much, but there's a possibility we might organize more events in futures. But yeah, you can, do some. So this is written by the main admin point base, right? So it's not something that is by other people. So you can also check it out that. But anyway, I think that is all. Have a good night and good day wherever you are. All right. Going to stop now. Bye bye.